have had this idea in mind for Project Overland for a pretty good while now, and I think now is the reasonable time to do it. Um, so, what do we have as far as supplies go? We have 100 foot of roughly quarter-inch in diameter wire rope. We have some wire, cable, rope adjuster, whatever the world you call these. We have some wire clips, wire rope clips. We have some eye bolts. We have some T-plates from the local hardware store. And just a few little miscellaneous nuts and bolts. So yeah, what do we make out of all of this? Fixing to find out. As you can see in this kit, it does come with the piston rings, piston, wrist pin, the wrist pin retaining clips, Alright, so guys, this is what I ended up coming up with. Now, they are limp because the hood is not all the way closed. But what these are what you call limb risers. And what limb risers are, these are popular on off-road rigs as well as overland rigs. And what this does is if you're going down a trail and it has, like, say, a low-hanging limb of some sort, what this does is this takes the limb and it puts it up around on top of your vehicle instead of going right up against your windshield. Now, how did I do this, you say? Well, that 3mm or roughly a quarter-inch thick steel cable from here all the way up to this right here measures 7 foot 5 inches. I did that because I could have these little tails for adjustment, as well as these little keeper, whatever the heck you call them. Not exactly sure, but that is pretty much how you do that. Those are my T-brackets that I got from the local hardware store. And these are quarter-inch eye bolts. And I drilled a quarter-inch hole into that. And I have a... Alright, let me get in the camera now. And I got it up underneath here with a nylon stop nut. And I pretty much took these little stoppers with this little, what I guess they call it a ferrule. And I just looped it around there, and I just ran it up like so. And I simply just drilled 2 holes, and I bolted it right to my roof rack. Now, is that going to stop the biggest, baddest thing out there? No. But for what I'm going to potentially be going through, it'll be fine. But that's pretty much what it is and how you do it. I accidentally drilled a hole right here, and I didn't realize it, but that's where this brace is right here. So I couldn't do that, so I'm gonna have to cover that up with like some electrical tape or something. It'll be fine. But yeah, that's pretty much how it is and what it does and how you build it on the cheap. I think this maybe costed me 30 bucks, I'm gonna say, max. And that's with everything. I mean, it's not expensive at all. Granted, you can beef it up a lot more than I did. A lot of people do, but this is what's going to work for me. Alright, so now you can tell that the hood is shut, and you can also tell that the cable is tightened up a lot more. They're not sagging like they were before. Now, you may be asking, how do you tighten one of these things? How do you go by adjusting? Well, this right here is an 11mm nut. You take that nut loose and you adjust them using that piece right there. Now, these are not overly tight, yet they're not overly loose either. They're right in the sweet spot. They're firm. You don't want them so overly tight, because with that little bracket right over there, he'll start bending it. So, they're firm for what they are. So that's how you adjust them. And I just go, like I say, I just go off of feel. You know, I can tell if they're tight enough or if they're not, if they're loose. I can, if I'm not holding the camera, I can take both of them by hand and I can feel which one's looser and which one's tighter. And I just gauge off of that. So with that being said, that's how you put DIY limb risers on your rig. Now, I know I'm pretty sure I know I'm missing a few pointers. So that's what I'm saying. If you have any questions about it, leave them down there in the comment section below. I would be more than happy to answer them. Just any question in general. So, yeah, with that being said, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're stopping for the first time and you're interested in more builds and stuff like this or whatever's kicking around the shop, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification for future uploads. And, well, till then, we're out.